congratulate you, and through you, the government and people of Ghana, for the ongoing infrastructure development, as well as the transformative policies.
Tonight is not merely ceremonial, it is a celebration of a relationship shaped by history and that is enriched by shared experiences and sustained by genuine human connections.
Ghana welcomes Zimbabwe. Now, say no, Ghana hanangasa as a tourist destination. Yetiana St. Kitts and Nevis, Prime Minister Baha, Grenada, Prime Minister Ebaha, Germany, Prime Minister Ebaha, your friend is saying, Antigua and Barbuda for Omun love Ghana too much, filie. Now we are Ethiopia for more like a monarch over Ghana. The number of foreign leaders Ghana than a tourist destination to easy. The same way your president John Dramani Mahama as who visited other countries. The foreign affairs minister Samuel Okujato Ablakwa Kachire Papa no enam ne kasa de na dwuma pa oyenti. I say every country be be so we want to invite. Now and the president wabeshiem our Ghana Zimbabwe for a president. President Emmerson the didn't say Mnangagwa. Hey, I must move to DBO. President Emmerson our Ghana and now Obedu Ghana no John Dramani Mahama Jio so a soldier for parade here man make inspection come on man nanti red carpet so Emma no Philip Rabie.
Well,
we no say, in fact, John Dramani Mahama. Our the country Zimbabwe, but a Juma watches a one born in Juma Ketwa. We any just to speech, I go making no UN. We any relationship with other African leaders. And the fact is that Ghana economy, the way are tremendous change. Abemuno. Sometimes ultimately na say no busa no say how did you do it? But and now Robert Ghana on your opportunity we be share. Ono obedi nkomo obedi ideas company limited oya odiwa go pemu e Zimbabwe no making sure say Zimbabwe for no so ebenya good results from the visits out the bar Ghana.
Increase our trade. It is pleasing to note that the AFCFTA has found its natural home in Ghana, whose historical commitment to Pan-Africanism, African integration and unity is unparalleled on the continent. Zimbabwe will host the Inter-Africa Trade Fair Company, a complementary institution to the African Continental Free Trade Area. We stand ready to scale up efforts to strengthen these strategic institutions of our beloved African continent. My dear brother, I congratulate you, and through you, the government and people of Ghana, for the ongoing infrastructure development, as well as the transformative policies that leverage on a knowledge-driven economy and cutting-edge technologies for efficient delivery of social services in Ghana. Your commitment to propel Ghana to new levels of development and prosperity is extremely admirable. My administration shares a similar resolve to transform Zimbabwe's economy to be an upper middle income society by 2030. In our country, we are driven by a development philosophy that says a country is built and is governed and must be prayed for by its own people. We
commendable John Dramani Mahama Obona baso papa no we wachese we leader wachese onimadwuma na nyadwuma ketwa because to govern a country be the set Ghana enye easy but se watima ye enko ade a ogitumi say Ghana and Zimbabwe of relationship forever and ever because atwa so we say say no yaduru yene Zambia for relationship fantastic na say you match say fugu ni bi kra nti John Dramani Mahama before so bekasa no yeso ye man fugu ni bi say Zambia for ajo mo de nti Zimbabwe ZZ mo so wonye okwa akose omo so pa mo meto bi emfa nko eti ya president zezi do no anu afaso market Ghana raja creative and for no mutimi nye tourism for ni timi nye do no ye na de he o si Zimbabwe president enye kan fugu na onfa nko na owie no John Dramani Mahama eso ekatire Zimbabwe a president ne say look, the relationship between Ghana and Zimbabwe goes beyond formal diplomacy, rooted in the history of African liberation, led by the visionaries such as Kwame Nkrumah and former Zimbabwe President Robert Mugabe.
Reminder that Ghana may yet be awaiting the final installment of our lobola. For those of you who know lobola, it means dowry. It wasn't all paid when President Mugabe married our sister Sally. And so there might be some outstanding lobola to pay. And so, Mr. President, we're reminding you, after all, in keeping with tradition, such ties are not merely symbolic. They are enduring, binding, and a constant reminder of the strength of family and friendship that exists between our two nations and our solidarity as Africans. Tonight is not merely ceremonial, it is a celebration of a relationship shaped by history and that is enriched by shared experiences and sustained by genuine human connections. Ghana and Zimbabwe are bound by a story that predates formal diplomacy, a story that is forged in the defining struggles for African liberation, led by visionaries such as Kwame Nkrumah and the late President Mugabe. Their shared ideals of freedom, dignity, and Pan-African unity continue to guide our path today. But beyond these historic bonds lies a deeply personal connection. President Mugabe once lived and worked in Ghana, for those of you who don't know it. He worked as a teacher and intellectual and immersed himself in the spirit of the newly independent nation of Ghana. His marriage to Madam Sally Francisca Mugabe, a proud daughter of Ghana, further cemented the ties between our two people. Zimbabwe's independence marked a major milestone in the African liberation struggle. This event was immortalized by the great Jamaican singer and philosopher Robert Nesta Marley in his lyrics, where he says, "Africans are liberate Zimbabwe." In more recent times, these relations have been consolidated. The service of our Vice President as the Chancellor of the Women's University in Africa stands as yet another testament to the growing depth of cooperation between our two countries. It is these human connections, quiet but enduring and meaningful, that give true substance to our bilateral relations. There is something profoundly reassuring about the friendship between Ghana and Zimbabwe. It has endured the test of time, it has adapted to changing circumstances, and remains anchored in the mutual respect and trust that exists between us. This perhaps is a true measure of partnership, not only in the agreements we sign, but in the ease of understanding the depth.
Now, Abra no oka se Mugabe. Robert Mugabe. Say okay papa no. Say na okro ofiri mo. Otena so ama no beso bisi. Ope na ono the African leader or most certificate. No about 7 degrees. Now, unim say Robert Mugabe. Abra na Ghana pay independence no Ghana ha. At some point na oye teacher ni e Ghana ha. Eti obetua de wa ha. Ghana and a shape ne initial education friend is saying education Ghana and shape no tama Dr. Kwame Nkrumah edge independence ediama Ghana no na sa time no Robert Mugabe no Ghana ha. In fact, according to Robert Mugabe o admit say eno na motivate no ema ono so eto aso di kodu Zimbabwe ema animu eti eba in terms of Ghana and Zimbabwe the relationship between Ghana and Zimbabwe is a what? And yet just two countries here. Na yasan krata say you betima trade a business among yourself. No. A country ya domo no msudo. In fact, uko PM Zimbabwe I think say a university or some a road. Ya de Kwame Nkrumah din anatoso. This is the beauty of the democracy, the relationship between Ghana and Zimbabwe. And Ghana, if Ghana is meeting Zimbabwe, and yet for Alfei and you starting relationship, you have everlasting relationship that. Debiano make us say, identity and any possible. Say Africa, bet my unity, I together as one. Donald Trump, president of America. Even or no, the Kwame Nkrumah vision no. Or say one continent onim say omo a huge potential if they unite Africa. One continent that have fantastic future ahead of them if they are united Africa. So have you seen why they don't want us to unite? Well, the entire basin that Mr. Kete and I'm say ECOWAS ebetresika omuntimi nyeye. West African kwanu yantimi na be African ina. People are living in Ghana. Omo dan fa ewo Ghana fa ewo Togo fa ewo Cote d'Ivoire fa ewo Ghana fa ewo Burkina Faso fa ewo Ghana. Omo timi ko spend omu sika eba ha ebe spend Ghana sika. Mo sifo yi a omo gu Burkina Faso yi bebre na no egu Ghana ha. Benifo yi dodo na wo Ghana ha. There's that relationship me who the entire the colonial masters no Emma yenya the idea said they need to build a gap, a bridge. I said who demanded a friend is a passport and a visa and send a work visit an African country. Meanwhile, who go pay more Europe or an European can pick a train from France to Germany, from UK to Spain, from Spain to Italy, from Italy to Latvia, from Latvia to there's almost travel among themselves. And the trade easy. The whole of Europe, our currency euros. America, a combination of different states, and about to get the United States of America. One day, I pray. Say, yebenya another president. Or the spirit of John Dramani Mahama ne Kwame Nkrumah. Now, obetima take a feather. I united the entire Africa. A united Africa will be one of the scariest continents. Over 1.4 billion of population. Meaning say alata ya phone hajine. But when there's a better law, more country, no, they are not having better people, no more around country in India. Chab papa ya wabe ya kukrei. Wanantigura so na otofo. 1.4 billion population. Right now, say message that John Dramani Mahama or other countries not investors are. We have over 400 million West African population, over 1.4 billion population in Africa, and you can export, a friend is saying, goods and service to all the 54 countries in Africa. That's the message out there now. Now imagine that I don't need a visa to go to South Africa, to go to Egypt, Morocco, and also Tunisia. Imagine we have one strong currency. I spend it together. The beauty in it. How strong our currency, you bet me they're trading with others. Like the dollar. So maybe one day, Africa will find a reason to come together as one. But for now, it's just a dream. And one person now, so far, Oba, you know, why is he unifier? I've been John Dramani Mahama. And no wonder, for the first time, Africa had a voice. And that voice was a single voice. Africa naji tumu, no yimu, no mena se meka, anase mena se meka. Yede madi efi so beti maye, ano yene, deliver na kama. And John Dramani Mahama Dauruma, the transatlantic slave trade, and the gravest crime against humanity. And Africa stand a chance of getting reparation justice. Now imagine when all the African leaders are together. Imagine all the African leaders coming together to use their resources. So I'm going to Africa. Now, any corrupt politicians, you know, and this is what John Dramani Mahama have started. The Accra Reset Secretariat. And unify all African leaders. And focusing on education, health, and so on. I wish. Say, Papa never to us for a while. No wonder. Say, Mami, look. Yemfa John Mahama no, Emfa Africa. Now, will look like an African president. Zimbabwe president Abe Piemu our Ghana. Ghana meet Zimbabwe. John Dramani Mahama still uniting African leaders. Still giving Africans the chance to see what a united Africa can do. I am there na ya also there na a fantastic. Open. Catch me our comment section na say subscribe, like it, na shema unia inyabi enre. Edino eba kope. Maxi Billian, our naked truth or Oldboga trends my crown. Bye bye.